Well, ladies and gentlemen, the dingbat Abbie Chatfield is back in the news yet again, not just because her mum has decided to go on The Bachelor. Yes, you heard me correctly. Abbie Chatfield's very own mother has decided to go on The Bachelor to try and get the same kind of fame her daughter received not that long ago. Goodness me. I mean, where has our society fallen? They're just trying to get a little bit of content and clout, right? Clout chasers going on The Bachelor. Wow, honestly, but that's not what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. That's probably for another time. We'll wait and see what happens to Abbie Chatfield's mum, won't we? But I'm talking about how a 10-year-old kid, a 10-year-old legend, I'm going to call him, allegedly verbally abused Abbie Chatfield, calling Abbie Chatfield like F you, Abbie Chatfield. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Abbie decided to have a massive cry about it because that's what adults do nowadays. They don't build a bridge and get the hell over it. No, they actually go on TikTok and rant and say this is all a manosphere doing. Like, how would a 10-year-old know who in the world Abbie Chatfield is? Well, I hate to break it to you, Abbie Chatfield, but when you're having consistent meltdowns like the one you just did over the fact that a 10-year-old allegedly verbally abused you, and I would say, like, F you, Abbie is not really like consistent with verbal abuse. It's consistent with, well, I don't like you at all. So F you. I mean, someone needs to buy this young 10-year-old a PlayStation or an Xbox or something because, well, bloody done, kid. And it's kind of like that 10-year-old kid at Bondi that told off that Palestinian flag waver, on the horseback. Like, these young kids, I would actually be proud of my kid for telling off that Palestinian dude. And also, I'd be proud of my kid telling off Abbie Chatfield because at least that shows that my kid has got some brains about him. Like, Abbie Chatfield, if you've seen any of my videos, you know anything about Abbie Chatfield, she's not a very nice woman, okay? She goes after people and she attacks people online, verbally abusing them. So when she receives a little bit of her own medicine that she dishes out, she can't take it. And so she claims to be the victim and then goes on about this long ass rant story about how it's like, this is the problem with the manosphere. 10-year-old boys online. And the mother should have apologized to me. The mother should have looked at the child's social media influence. I hate to break it to you, Abbie, but kids are getting a little bit smarter than you're giving them credit for these days. Kids, yeah, some of them can be rascals and like what have you, but a lot of them I've been noticing are very switched on, very much switched on. And so because you've got a very large platform on TikTok and on Instagram, lots of people know who you are. That includes young kids. I don't think you've understood about the whole dynamic of social media, woman. When you post a video of you claiming something that's not true, or you getting sued, or you having massive meltdowns over nothing, which is exactly what you're doing here, people share it around and you end up looking like a actual downright fool. So this 10-year-old kid just telling you to, like, any regular normal person in society would have just brushed this off. Oh, thanks, kid. So what? Any sane person. But oh no, not Abbie Chatfield. Oh no. We've got to make a massive deal about it. And she ends up filming this young 10-year-old kid. She doesn't post it, however, because she knows a little bit more about the law, but she did film him. She did admit that she filmed him. I mean, law enforcement, hello, maybe you should look at that. And she threatens the mum. She's like, I've got footage of you. I've got footage of your son. It's clear as day. What person in their right mind films a 10-year-old after the 10-year-old goes, F you, Abbie? You took it so personal. Why? Get over it. Get over yourself. And she's like, oh, well, you know what? I'm going through a very vulnerable time. I'm getting attacked left, right, and center. I'm receiving all these death threats. I've got, woman, have you ever heard of detoxing, of getting offline? Or better yet, don't read the comments and probably don't read messages. It may actually do you the world of good, perhaps. Maybe. Now, some people would go, oh, this is disgusting. Young kids should not be speaking like that to a 30-year-old woman. I find it hilarious how now Abbie Chatfield knows exactly what a woman is when she calls herself one, but when it comes to the whole trans narrative, oh, I don't know what a woman is. Oh, so much for feminism, right? Anyway, she calls this young kid a little twerp. Now, I would show you the video. Unfortunately, it would get flagged on this particular platform considering that she's not wearing very appropriate attire. So, unfortunately, I cannot show you the video, but I can read out in her own bloody words what she said because it's quite funny. Oh, she actually has it on a voice note too. You can hear it clear as day. You hear a young kid yelling out "F you, Abbie." Like apparently he's on a balcony somewhere yelling it out. Like, I mean, good on this young kid. That's what I have to say about that. And honestly, Abbie, stop claiming to be the victim. Grow the hell up, build a bridge, walk over it. For goodness sake, there's more important things in the world to worry about. But no, you want to make a mountain out of a molehill with this sort of situation. As I'm doing that, this little twerp yelled, "F you, Abbie." You would think his mother would make him apologize or her apologize to me. I didn't get an apology at all. Abbie said the mother told her to go away and wouldn't let her ask her son why he swore at her. Who cares? In light of eternity, what does this matter? I am failing to see why you are going after a 10-year-old boy. Let it go, Abbie. If a 10-year-old kid came up to me and said, "F you, Jay," I'd give him a high five. I'd be like, "Yeah, mate, F you too." Like, you don't go online and have a full-on meltdown. I would actually think it's quite funny. That would be my perspective. Like, you don't understand Australian humor or Australian banter or Australian, like the way we do things in your own bloody country, woman. But the thing with the victimhood mentality and the victim class is lots of women follow Abbie Chatfield, right? So she wanted to make this about the manosphere and how young kids online are seeing, you know, these far-right influencers. Let's make up a wild and outrageous story. Why don't we? We don't know why this kid did what he did. He probably could have thought you're a dingbat, which I happen to believe you are. Case in point, woman. What person in their right mind does this? Exactly. No person in their right mind goes on TikTok and films almost a 9-minute long video. 9 minutes long, people. Yes, you heard me correctly. 9 minutes long, having a full emotional breakdown, making up this crazy story and how it's like the manosphere's fault this kid said F you to you. I'm like, Abbie Chatfield the incident as highly disturbing before adding, boys are getting indoctrinated younger and younger by the manosphere. No, that, like, okay, let's put this into perspective, right? If the boy was being indoctrinated by the manosphere, as you call it, the boy wouldn't have used your name. The boy would have just gone, "F you, stinking horrible woman." But he specifically said, "F you, Abbie." So he knows who you are. Meaning he knows what you're all about. If I can give that kid any kind of credit whatsoever, being 10 years old, it's like he knows exactly what he was saying and why he said it. And she's just going, "It's a highly disturbing incident, guys. Help me. This is very, don't make up bullshit stories. You don't know what his intention was." My personal take on this, aside from Build a bridge, get over it. There's something seriously wrong with you if you're making a 9-minute long video about this nonsense and then also filming the kid. You film the kid. Could potentially have done something illegal there. Who knows? Any cops in my audience can help me out with that under Australian law. I swear there's something about that. Like you've got footage of a 10-year-old child. Yeah, no, it doesn't sit right with me. But she's going off on saying that the mother should have apologized to me. The kids are getting indoctrinated. No, let it go. My whole thing about this, aside from letting it go, would be the kid's seen your stuff, more than likely, doesn't like it, has got some common sense and a brain about him, and it's gone, yeah, sure, F her. Sick of her. Crazy. You crazy woman. Case in point, Abbie, you proved the kid right. Oh my goodness. Some of her followers, of course, flocked to the comments to show their support, while others told her to move on. I'm one of those people. Move on, Abbie. This should not have been made into a story. But thank you for making it into a story for me. Gives me some content. Oh, that's so disturbing. Even more so that the mother enabled his behavior. Good on the mother too. Oh, this is disgusting and revolting, not to mention terrifying for society. How is it terrifying for society? Oh my goodness, I just can't. Oh my goodness. Disgusting. I would be furious if my son said something like that, a third wrote. However, others accused Abbie of being a hypocrite by using her platform to call people out constantly. Yeah, if you can't hack it, don't dish it out, as the Australian thing goes. If you can't hack it, don't dish it. Set a good example and stop being a hypocrite, wrote one person, while another added, he's 10 and you're grown. Move on. Put it into perspective, woman. You're 30 years old and you are filming a 9-minute long video going after a 10-year-old. Honestly, let's pray and hope that you live a very, very long, happy life, Abbie Chatfield. Let's hope that you get to your twilight years, right? And you look back on your younger self at 30 years old and you see this video of yourself having a bloody meltdown over the fact that a 10-year-old said, F you, Abbie. Oh, look, you're not a bad person, one individual wrote. You need to get over yourself. You only do this to get attention. Oh my goodness. I needed this today. I really, really needed this today. Thank you to that 10-year-old kid. And I guess thank you to Abbie for making a 9-minute long video. When I saw this morning, I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, this cannot be real. This has to be AI. Unfortunately, it's not AI. It is real. And yes, she's doing this to get attention. A normal person in society would have laughed this off, not had a full-on meltdown on TikTok over it. But hey, maybe her mum needed to raise Abbie Chatfield a little bit better. But daughter, like mother, I guess, going on The Bachelor, trying to receive the same kind of fame as her daughter is, it's just, nah, I can't anymore, man. These people are trying to be mega famous, and it sickens me. But also the fact that they're getting attention over this sort of behavior. And what's more worrisome is the amount of people in her audience that were supporting Abbie. God help our society with all those dingbats. Seriously. Anyway, that's enough from me. You guys take care. Be blessed, and I'll see you all in another video.